Hello there, welcome back to the channel, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good, and the reason I'm doing pretty good is because I'm about to react to a new video from a new channel I've never seen, so it's going to be a whole new experience for me. Anyways, we had this gentleman here, Kulpreet, W6Z. I don't know if I pronounce your name correctly or not, but yeah, this random comment popped up on one of the videos, and I was like, yeah, sure, why not? We'll go ahead and react to Aevy TV's latest video on the average income and income distribution in India. Actually, a lot of their videos are top notch and reaction worth, like comparing India and China city infrastructure. So I said, sure, I'll watch and react to it in a few hours and get it up on the channel. That was 2 hours ago, so it's time to react. And here is the channel Aevy TV, 16,000 Indian rupees versus 10 crore in India. The real game of wealth. 2 weeks ago, 1 million views. Recently, we stumbled upon a video by Johnny Harris showcasing life across different salary brackets in America. I don't know who Johnny Harris is. It inspired us to create our own rendition of it from an Indian perspective, and today we're excited to share it with you. In today's video, we'll get a glimpse into the vastly different lifestyles of four individuals from various income levels, all living in India. We take you through the highs and lows of the daily lives, showing not just the numbers, but the real lived experiences behind the statistics. The video delves into the stark income disparity across different salary brackets in India, following the lives of four individuals living in drastic different income levels. A lot of repetition there, but you know what? We got the point across, I think. So based off of my recollection, 16,000 Indian rupees is roughly 200 US dollars, maybe like 190 something. And 10 crore is around 1.2 million US dollars. So huge, vastly different denominations here. So I'm actually really interested in this video. I don't know. I literally don't know anything about it. Don't know Aevy TV. Don't know John Harris, who they got the inspiration from. So I'm genuinely just going in here blind, and that's okay with me. So let's get right into it. I was gonna say something grandiose or something, but nothing came to mind. Anyways, let's watch the video.
When I was 9, I played a lot of games. Road Rash, Delta Force,
She played Road Rash when she was 9? Okay.
Recoil, Speedy Egbert, and I often thought about how video games are a metaphor for the real-life games adults play. We have choices, multiple routes, different gears, various instructions to follow. Choose wisely, work hard, we are told, and you'll win the ultimate loot.
The ultimate loot?
As an adult, I realized that the IRL wealth game is deeply flawed.
Well, of course it is. It's always deeply flawed.
And I wanted to show you, not just through statistics, graphs and data, but through real people, actual lived experiences. So we spoke to four people whose lives you are going to see today. Four characters from different lives, different income levels, four starkly different lifestyles and versions of India, all coexisting in the same pin code. We live their life with them for a day to show you what it's really like. For the next 15 minutes, you will feel the daily panic, the relief, the constant trade-offs, and the
Look at this first. Did they strap a GoPro to their foreheads? That's kind of funny. They're really gamifying this video. Interesting.
Overwhelming struggles that come with each level of this wealth game. You'll never see your income the same way again.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen from, you know, watching a lot of videos, watching a lot of reaction videos, and like doing games like Geoguessr where I drive through India. Yeah, the income disparity is vast and huge in India, even comparatively to like a lot of other places in the world, because you can have, you know, like she says here, someone making, you know, $200 and another person's making, you know, $1 million. But you know, that's the same thing over here as well. But like just the vast differences in India is what I kind of want to learn about. So we'll watch the video. I'll stop interjecting as much. New game option. Okay, this is cool. This little edit where they gamify the video. I like that. Interesting.
Welcome to the game of wealth. We have 140 crore Indians who are contenders for 3.5 crore.
Less than 3% of India's population now living under extreme poverty, World Poverty Clock. Nearly 3.4 crore people are living in the extreme population in 2024 against 4.69 crore in 2022. Wow.
Are eliminated before the game even starts. Yep, around 3% of Indians survive on less than $2.15 or 180 rupees a day.
Wow. That's actually kind of crazy. Whoa.
Are you ready to play?
That's crazy. This seems so little.
Now let's begin with our
This is
very
weird.
first
Okay, this is interesting. I like it. I like the GoPro on the head.
player, Arun. You are going to live Arun's reality now.
Weird.
You're a 30-year-old man from Meghalaya.
That's 30? Brother. That ain't 30. That's like 50. What are you doing? What? You're not doing him justice with this portrait here. That's like a 50-year-old.
You've only studied till class 12 and don't possess any hard skills and represent
Hey, that's me, basically. Well, I know how to drive. I know how to run computers. I know English. A little bit of Spanish. I can talk a little bit. This is interesting. Look at this. I want to see this laid out so I can kind of go through it. Whoa.
a majority of Indian workers who migrate to the cities for work. You have a wife and 2 kids to take care of. You live for your
That's very similar to me, except, you know, I'm divorced. Sag. Anyways.
family, but this also puts you at a big disadvantage in this game because you have a total of 4 people to take care of now. And you lack 2 important abilities to level up. No hard skills and no experience. But you still got to do something to survive, right? You need to take care of these 2 kids, and farming in Meghalaya isn't getting you enough. You're barely surviving, so you ask someone you know for help. Your friend suggests he has a friend in Bangalore who can get you a job. So desperate to make ends meet for your children, you leave everything you've ever known, travel 3,000 kilometers all the way to Bangalore. This big city is your chance to make more money and level up. Within the first 2 weeks, you manage to land a job as a security guard at a company, and you're pretty elated about it. It pays you 533 rupees a day,
For security?
16,000 a month, 1.92 lakh.
I knew we were going to do the 16,000 rupees. Oh, this is monthly, so it's 1.92 lakh rupees a year. 500 rupees a day. That's crazy. For security? Oh my God. What? That doesn't, I don't know.
A year, nearly double of what you were making back home, and also a little above the minimum wage for unskilled workers in Bangalore, which is around 15,000.
That's the minimum wage? That's above the minimum wage, I mean? That's...
Now, how do you survive? What's your day-to-day like? You work 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. If your colleague falls sick sometimes, it can go up to 24 hours or 36 hours shifts non-stop. Wait, what about your sleep and your health? You say, do I have a choice? Also, you prefer sitting at the company office because at least there's light here, there's AC here. Your home, let's say you're home. So you couldn't afford an apartment, so you got a PG which is few kilometers away. The rent though is abysmally high. It's 5,500 rupees per month. Nearly
That's a third of what he's making. Or no, yeah, that's a third of what he's making.
35% of your income. But you're happy because at least they give you 3 meals. What are the meals, by the way? Mostly just rice. Now let's look at your other spends.
There's nothing wrong with rice. Listen, I'm living on mostly just rice as well. I may not look it. I eat a lot of rice. Listen. I'm fat because I enjoy eating rice and beans, okay? All right. Anyways.
What about the remaining 11,500? Where does that go? Well, 9,000 needs to be sent back home every month for the kids
Wow.
and wife survival. So you're left with just 1,500 rupees per month. You keep 500 to 600 rupees for emergency, and remaining you spend on samosas. You really like samosas, so you buy them every now and then. Your basic needs are covered, but life is more than just survival, right? What about savings? What about entertainment? You know, at this level, these are luxuries. But wait, you do spend 350 rupees on the internet every month. Facebook is your favorite app and you watch comedy videos on it when you're bored. Wait, what about healthcare though? What if you fall sick? You have no plan or no answer.
This is harshly close to my reality. I don't have health care. I really don't buy anything other than like a few additional extras. Um, Most of my money goes, towards utilities. I live off of rice and beans essentially. That's about it. Wow.
One health calamity can wipe you out.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure, if I were to like get sick or something, I'm that's it. That's it for me. I'm done. I'm done. Get me out of there.
Any surprise cost could be catastrophic. If and when this emergency arises, you might have to borrow from employer or friends, joining the 62%
Wow.
of Indians trapped in cycles of debt.
Oh, I'm trapped in cycles of debt too. Dude, this person is like very like staunchly close to me. Like I understand, the Indian rupees to USD is incredibly different, but comparative here in the US, I'm closer. I feel like I'm really close to this guy. I'm staunchly in debt. I don't really make much. Oh man. Anyways.
You know the scary truth? Arun represents the majority of India. In fact, he represents 90% of Indians
What?
who earn less than 25,000 rupees per month. Arun, do you have any goals? Any aspirations? Do you want a house? Well, you hope it's all going to get better, and in 3 years, you can go back home and start a clothing business. You have no idea how you'll pull this off, but it's just a dream you have. This is going to be your big shot of leveling up. But with 16,000 a month and less than 500 rupees in savings, access to almost no resources, will you be able to make it? At this point, I'm a little too invested. I want you to make it. I want you to have a shot at this opportunity, shot at a better life. But how? Can you pick up some skills? I discussed some ideas with you, but you're tired. You're tired from these 24-hour shifts, and at the end of the day, all you want to do is just to go back to your PG, get one good night's sleep, and maybe eat a samosa. This is what the reality of many people that you might see around you feels like. This makes me think. We hear so many lectures about wealth not being a zero-sum game, how to create wealth. But at this level, there is no such thing as wealth. You are just playing in pure survival mode, just getting by.
Okay, but then what's the solution to something like this? Like you would have to. I just don't. I wonder if they'll talk about solutions or possibilities to fix things in the video. I'm sure they will, but I just want to like try to think of something, and it's tough. It's difficult. Like the government can raise like the standard minimum wage, but then that'll push companies to hiring less people, and then you have more unemployed people, more impoverished people. So, but you don't want to you don't want to have your minimum wage be too low, because then people can't, afford to live, much like it seems like in this case. But he also, in this case, he is sending money back to family. So if you take that perspective from somebody that's single, and he's doing that's an extra 9,000 Indian rupees a month. Is he able to get by on that? Is his quality of life going to be better on that front? But then, of course, he doesn't have a family. I don't know. It's tough to think about.
This is the reality of level 1, and most will stay stuck here and never make it to the next level.
I'm on level 1 in the US. I'm on level 1 in the US. Content manager. What do you mean by content?
Welcome to level 2. The stakes are very different here. The game changes, your aspirations, your needs, your struggles take a different shape. You're now Neeraj, a content manager in a fintech startup in Bangalore, and you are now making an annual salary of 8 lakh per annum, which is monthly enhanced salary of 66,000 rupees. You know, if you know English and you can communicate and you know how to use a computer, this is the level that all of you watching this video can make it to. This level is a little tricky though, because you now fall in the tax zone and 10% of everything you make needs to go to the tax man. But
Brother, oh man, taxation is theft, but it is also a necessity. It's unfortunate. Since I'm quote unquote self-employed, I pay a lot in taxes. I pay a whole lot in taxes. Even though I don't make a lot, I have to pay a lot in taxes.
this is not a big problem. And in fact, unlike Arun, your daily job now does not require you to work grueling 24 hours and deplete your health. In fact, you only need to work 5 days a week. There are a few days when you would have to pull an all-nighter for an important work project, but that's rare. Okay, now the most important part, your house. You can now afford a 1 BHK house to rent, but you have friends at your workplace and you decide that it's better to live with them. You find a good 3 BHK near your office, which has a monthly rent of 48,000. That's about 16,000 per person. Remember, that was Arun's whole month salary for a family of 4. You get this house, but it has a deposit of 2 lakh. This makes the game a little complicated for you to play, but thankfully you have savings from your previous job as your lifeline. So you use your savings to pay this one-time expense and move into this house. Your housing is sorted and your budget is now down to
Bro's got his grippers out. Look at this.
and move into this house. Your housing is
Oh
sorted
my God! Look at them grippers.
and your budget is now
What? Why did I? What possessed me to say something like that? I have no idea. I've been on the internet too long. I apologize. Anyways, let's continue the video.
down to 50,000 rupees. You have to send 20,000 a month back home to your parents since they are now retired and you need to take care of them. So now
What? I guess Social Security really isn't a thing in India. Is that not a thing?
you're left with only 30,000. Still plenty though. Let's look at your food. You have countless grocery shops nearby, but sometimes you want to save time and energy, so you also use these 10-minute delivery apps.
Oh man, those delivery apps. Whoa, hugest scam in the world. A massive waste of money. Don't use it. And bro's got his grippers out again.
Your groceries. Your monthly grocery expenses are 5,000 rupees. You're able to afford meals beyond rice and dal, and you also have access to luxuries like a house help. You and your flatmates use
House help. Bro's got a maid. He's he's living the life. What the heck?
this and get a house help for 12,000 per month, which will cost you around 4,000. Now, it's a little bit of a stretch, but you're fine with it because it gives you the luxury of another scarce resource, that is time. Time to upskill, time to figure out how you can move to the next level. Let's have a further deeper look into your daily expenses. For going and coming back from the office, you take an auto that costs you around 100 bucks daily, that puts your monthly transport expense at 2,600 rupees. Now, there are also some small but necessary expenses like phone bill, Wi-Fi, electricity and rent for this bed you sleep on. Combined, these expenses are also 2,600 rupees per month. Now, after all of these expenses, you're left with just a little over 15,000 rupees. This puts you in a tight spot because you still have to invest. You do want to go out with your friends, indulge in entertainment, and most importantly, you also need to fulfill your dreams of buying a house for your parents, a car, and also traveling across India. Oh, it doesn't end here. There's another hurdle. You also need to get married, for which you're definitely not prepared right now.
Marriage is overrated, guys. Coming from somebody that was married for 7 years and divorced, it's overrated. Yeah, you don't want to get married. You don't need that.
But the pressure from parents has started and it's crumbling you. You're worried you need to start saving more. So you choose to prepare for the future and
Wait, what is this? Shoddy? What is this? I need to look this up. Okay, so his dad is straight up like sending him dates? That's wild. Whoa. Um, what? Really? Should we do this? Let's do this. I don't know. Age range? Let's go up to, I don't know, 40. Let's do 20 to 40. Select religion. I I don't have a religion right now, so I'm living in the US. Let's begin. Let's see. This profile is for myself, my son, my daughter, my brother, myself. I am male. Oh, okay. My religion is no religion. My community is um, I'm not any of these, so I guess I can't do it. Is there just there's a French in here. Is there like American, English, all communities? Oh, English right here. Okay. Brother, what is this? What is this? Guys, it asks for your height. Like as a prominent thing, it asks for your height. That's crazy. That's wild. All right, 190 centimeters. Oh, ethnic origin. White Caucasian. Well, I'm also Latino Hispanic. White Caucasian. Oh man, it's under screening. Dang it. I guess it's not gonna work today. Okay, let, let's get back to the video, yeah?
It's crumbling you. You're worried you need to start saving more. So you choose to prepare for the future and start a monthly SIP of 5,000 in mutual funds. For fitness, you just play football every week, binge
Oh
watch
wow.
shows and films on your favorite OTT platforms with the cheapest plan, and
The boys kind of meh. Oh, what is this?
whenever you feel like treating yourself,
I can't tell what this is. Is this like Valorant? CS:GO? I don't know. I actually can't tell. Work on your trash talking? That's funny.
you buy these game skins. You also really enjoy
Game. No. Oh god. Okay, hold on. Really?
the cheapest plan, and whenever you feel like treating yourself, you buy these game skins.
God, don't buy game skins. That's also, along with the food ordering to the app, is the biggest scam in the world. Oh, dude, come on.
You also really enjoy gaming. Now, these are all the small luxuries of life that you enjoy. And there's one more thing you've taken an interest in lately. You're part of the new age Indian men who loves to look after their skin and are willing to spend a little money on face washes, creams, moisturizers, and toners. Now,
Okay.
you can't go super fancy, but you're still able to spend 1,000 rupees per month on this. You're part of India too, which is a category of Indians who are not really rich,
India 1, Mexico. India 2, Indonesia. India 3, Sub-Saharan Africa. What is this? The consuming class, the aspirant class, the unmonetizable users and non-users? What the heck is this? Mexico, Indonesia, Sub-Saharan Africa. Weird.
but have enough money to spend on stuff like entertainment, beauty, and online apps. Now combining all of this, you're spending 9,849 rupees on investments, entertainment, and taking care of yourself.
Wow.
That's about 14.9% of your income. This is actually quite a lot, and now you're left with a little over 5,000 rupees. Compared to Arun, you're still in a pretty good situation because you're actually saving a chunk of your money. You're earning 3.5 times of what he earns. You have a far higher chance than Arun to move ahead in the income pyramid, but you still live in constant anxiety because some of your peers are making 1 to 1.5 lakh a month. So you're constantly in this state trying to figure out, how do you get there? What happens if you get married? You can't afford to move into a 2 BHK in a tier 1 city, and just one bad risky investment can end all your dreams. This anxiety keeps you up all night, even though you're called the top 10% of Indians, but
Bro, I can understand that. And the anxiety of worrying about your life, your income, what you're going to do in the future, like what's going to happen around the corner. Am I going to be able to, pay my bills? Am I going to be able to afford anything? Yeah, that is the worst anxiety in the world, man. It keeps me up. It's terrible.
why does it constantly feel like you're just making by? Why does it not feel like you're making enough? You're exhausted, you're hoping your appraisal will solve some of it, and in a few years you really hope you make it to level 3 and are able to buy that car, that house for your parents. As of now, back to the grind, and we move on to level 3. But before we continue, we would like to thank our partner for this video, Odoo. Odoo is an all-in-one enterprise management.
Let's see if this little bar at the bottom that they put in there. So it's been a thing with a lot of top creators that started doing these bars here to specify how long their ad is, where it seems really fast at first, but the closer it gets to the end, it starts slowing down a lot. It's just like a deceptive thing. So I'm curious to see if they implement that tactic as well or not.
App that helps you meet all your business needs, be it invoicing, website creation, inventory management, or creating an online store. You know, in the last few years, I've seen a lot of people starting online businesses, and a big problem all of them face is in creating an online store, maybe due to lack of budget or technical knowledge. If you're somebody who's facing the same challenge, then you need to check out Odoo's e-commerce builder. With this tool, you don't need to worry about having any technical skills. All you need to do is pick your objective and business type for your online store, choose the color palette or build one from your logo, add in the pages and features, and lastly, pick one of the 3 themes, and you can start with customizing your online store by simply dragging and dropping blocks. To add in your products, just click on new and then product, then add in the description and price, and your product page is live. You can choose and add images of the product and description to add more flavor to your online store. But you know the best part? You don't have to pay anything to start, because Odoo's first app is free for life with unlimited hosting and support and a free personalized domain name for the first year. So check out Odoo for all your business needs. Now back to the video.
Hey, okay, so it seemed pretty consistent all throughout. I didn't pay a bit of attention to the ad there, so hopefully you guys were watching. Odoo, yes, Odoo. This looks like a huge AI engineer. AI is a scam. Here, I'm calling everything a scam. The loading screens are a nice touch as well. The editing for this video is great.
Welcome to level 3. Till now you were just surviving, but now you're Abhishek, an AI engineer at a tech company, and the level of this game now gets really easy. Well, now you're making 24 lakhs per annum, which is a monthly salary of 2 lakh. You're literally earning more in a month what I don't earn in a year. This is crazy, and for context, it puts you in the top 3%
Wow.
of earners in India.
I'll never get to this point.
Mindset, your life, your goals, aspirations, the way you perceive wealth and money.
Was that Marquise Brownlee?
Goals, aspirations.
That is the Marquise Brownlee, guys. Wow. Great channel. I like it. I enjoy it.
The way you perceive wealth and money have absolutely changed. You've now risen up the Maslow's hierarchy to solve for problems like self-respect and recognition. You are now part of the club that Goldman Sachs dubs the affluent class. This
Self-respect level, huh?
absolutely changed. You've now risen up the Maslow's hierarchy to solve for problems like self-respect.
Respect, status, recognition. The self-respect level. I'm not at that self-respect level. Oof. Ooh. Sadness.
Respect and recognition. You are now part of the club that Goldman Sachs dubs the affluent class. This is a club of Indians who take 45% of the flights in India, earn 22% of India's income, are responsible for the bulk of the transactions on the consumer apps, and pay taxes. And imaginably, the game is going to become a lot more fun for you to play. So let's start with the basics. For housing, you have this fancy looking home with your 2 friends in North Bangalore. The rent is 1.6.
He's still living with his friends? Oh, he must really enjoy the company of his buddies.
8 lakhs for this, which translates to about a monthly rent of 56,000 for you, but you're okay with it. It's about 28% of your income, but percentage-wise, it's still lesser than Arun's 35% share, which was going for his PG. For groceries and foods, you're ditching the normal shops. You're now going to buy stuff from this fancy store because you want to put extra focus on your health.
Fancy store. Would this be like the equivalent of like a Whole Foods here in the US or something? Like a Hy-Vee, with slightly fancier grocery store aside from like I don't know. I usually shop at Aldi because it's super cheap. Walmart's cheap. Price Chopper.
You pick the more organic stuff, add protein bars, supplements to your
Protein
diet,
bars.
which increases your
Oh, don't buy Prime. Don't. Oh my God, guys. Oh, I keep seeing. Okay, so Prime. The problem with Prime is it's touted as an electrolyte drink, but the electrolytes that they put in it is potassium, like vast majority of potassium. That is not the correct electrolyte you need if you're working out and sweating a lot. You need sodium. Prime has very little sodium and a whole lot of potassium. Compare it to other electrolyte drinks like Gatorade, for example. Here in the US, Gatorade's like the number one. Gatorade has a lot of sodium and very little potassium. It's so Prime is the exact opposite. They can go around saying, "Oh, it's got more electrolytes than any other hydration drink on the market," but it's the wrong type of electrolytes. So it's not really going to help you. It's basically just sugar water. It's sugar water designed and operated and sold to children. Anyways, I'm sorry.
grocery bills, but health is wealth for you. Your grocery, by the way, costs you around 10,000 rupees a month. Now, this is interesting because your grocery spend is just 5% of your income compared to Neeraj, who spends almost 8% of his income on groceries. In fact, a lower middle class Indian who earns 33,000 rupees spends about 26% of his or her income on groceries.
Wow.
Now, you also hire a cook who costs around 15,000
A cook? He can hire a cook? Damn.
bucks, which you will be splitting with your friends and comes out as a monthly cost of 5,000 for you.
A cook? You like a personal chef? Wow.
So far, you're down to 1,29,000. Your office is nearby, so you don't have to spend a bomb on transportation. In fact, your monthly travel expenses are exactly similar to Neeraj's. This is a steal because you can get a car or a bike loan, buy a nice vehicle, and even after including fuel charges, you'd still be saving enough cash. Let's look into your spends further. You take a yearly membership at this really cool looking gym. It costs you 15,000 per year, which is about 1,250 rupees per month. And whenever you get time off from work, you hang out and chill at these cafes, which cost you around 6,000 rupees per month. You also travel a lot. In fact, almost every 3 months, you take trips outside the city,
Wow.
which costs you around 30,000. But again, it's not a fixed monthly cost as you have work and not every month you have the time to go outside the city. You also have a lot of responsibilities at work since you're at a higher position. But anyways, you're also smart, you're well read, you consume a lot of finance content on Twitter and on YouTube. So you put 30,000 as part of your investments every month to beef up your bank and save taxes. It allows you to plan your future moves and stay prepared for any twist life has to offer. Now, even after all of these monthly expenses, you're still able to afford to pamper yourself with these high-end gadgets, get subscriptions to your favorite...
Bro's got everything. He's got he had a MacBook, he has an iPad Pro, he's got AirPods, he's got a Galaxy Fold or Zenfold, I can't quite tell. I think this is a Samsung Galaxy Fold. He's got a sound bar, good speaker system.
With these
Wow.
high-end gadgets, get subscriptions to your favorite OTT platforms, and shop for clothes at your favorite brands. And after minusing all of this, you are still able to easily save 10x more than what Neeraj saves in a month. Now, even in the worst case, which is if the economy crashes very badly and you lose your job and don't get to land another one in the next 6 months, you are still safe. This puts you in a position that half of Indians would die to be in. It's a privilege unlike any
I would die to be in that position.
other. More importantly, it gives you the power to access something which millions of people go broke trying to afford. I'm talking about mental health services.
I need that. I need that. I need that. I need it. Oh well, I can't get it.
Only 7% of Indians can pay for therapy sessions out of their pocket. Not being able to afford mental health services have serious implications for health. So being at this level almost makes you play this game in God mode. But it's still not up there. What is up there is this final level. The game these level 4 folks are playing is so out of reach for the people from the rest of the levels. It literally blew my mind. This is India's elites. Welcome to the final level, level 4.
I wonder if is this just like family income, like family, like how do you get to this point? You I don't know. I mean, if I knew, then I would be there, right?
You are now Suraj, a 40-year-old real estate entrepreneur in
Oh,
Bangalore.
real estate, real estate. He's a landlord.
10 crores a year, you're making more in 24 hours what Arun makes in an entire year. But forget about your title, your income. At this level, your occupation is almost irrelevant. The real game you are playing, it's called legacy. Your monthly cash flow, about 83 lakh rupees, but your net worth is north of hundreds of crores. Some months or some days, you take out even more than these 83 lakhs depending on where you're investing. Wait, you can literally take out more cash in a day than most of the other levels can make in their whole lifetime. At this level, your wealth is measured in assets, not income. And talking about assets, you just don't own homes, you own societies. As I'm talking to you, you are now confused whether your next project should be a mall or an exclusive restaurant in Bangalore, since you have really exquisite taste in food and you feel Bangalore lacks good places. You have multiple financial advisors and your wealth is distributed between stocks, mutual funds, real estate, private equity, and you keep little cash aside for high-risk investments. Now let's talk about the fun stuff. Let's talk about your lifestyle. You live in a 10,000 square feet villa in Bangalore's most exclusive gated community. Price tag about 27 crores. Your garage, it's literally like a mini luxury showroom. You've got Mercedes, Audi, and you make these purchases for fun, not to actually drive them. What about your monthly expenses? You spend 2 lakhs on housing maintenance, 1.5 lakhs on car maintenance and fuel, 7 to 8 lakhs on food and dining, 3 lakhs on personal stuff, 2 lakhs on health and wellness, 5
See,
lakhs on clothing and
I feel like if I was at this point, I don't think I'd spend more than I would need to. I wouldn't go all out. If I had a bunch of money like this, I would invest it and keep it and just kind of continue living like a similar lifestyle that I have now. I wouldn't go crazy and buy a bunch of like a super expensive luxury cars. I wouldn't buy a bunch of houses for myself. Something like that wouldn't interest me, right?
accessories, since you only purchase from Louis Vuitton of the world. And travel, it's always business or first class.
Gotta get them grippers showing, huh?
International trip you take is a minimum of 15 to 20 lakh, but you're fine with it. You like living life king size. But wait, 7 to 8 lakhs on food and dining? How much can a person possibly eat? Well, you like paying for the table every time you go out with your peers, so every outing is around 1 to 2 lakhs and you go out 3 to 4 times a month. Got it. Also another question, 2 lakhs on health and wellness, where is that going? Well, you have a nutritionist, personal trainers, personal doctors, yoga instructor, and you spend on the most exclusive treatments to make sure you live a long, healthy life. You do red light therapy, cryotherapy, hyperbaric oxygen therapy, all of this almost every month. Wait, is all this even available in Bangalore? Apparently yes, check this out. You also have a personal
IV
therapist
drips,
who
wow.
helps you with all your emotional burden, who's available at your disposal. Wait, but what's the emotional burden you're dealing with here?
Everyone,
Turns out,
it doesn't matter how much money you have. Everyone's gonna have some emotional instabilities in their life.
quite a lot. Since you have access of everything, the more wealth you have, the more you worry about losing it. You're worried about trusting.
I don't think that's the case. Everyone has issues, but I don't know. I've never been that wealthy, so I guess I wouldn't know. But
People, the only folks you can rely on is your family, your brothers, but even that gets tricky. You have a large team of financial advisors, lawyers, and accountants whose sole job is to protect and grow all of this wealth. You're also playing the political game, by the way. You're part of industry bodies that lobby for policy changes. At this level, You don't just live in the system, you shape it. This is where wealth translates to power. What about taxes though? Thanks to clever accounting and ways around India's tax structure, your effective tax rate is not insanely high. But how? Well, you know all the cheat codes. You have a trust, ways around it. Some of your companies are registered in different countries. You do a lot of charity and philanthropy for people. So that's your excuse to not pay high taxes. I am really curious now. How many more people are there like Suraj? So it turns out the number of people with more than $30 million, that's 250 crores to their name, is forecasted to grow by almost 50% in India. India, in fact, ranks third globally when it comes to the highest number of billionaires. This class
Interesting.
and this
I knew they ranked fairly high. I didn't know they ranked third.
level of Indians is exploding and the numbers show it. Mercedes-Benz and Lamborghini posted record-breaking sales in India last year. DLF sold an upmarket residential project with home units priced starting 7 crores in under 72 hours. That's all it took. 72 hours for 1,137 units to sell. That is wild. All of this is driven by the top 30% who own more than 90% of the total wealth in India. Among them, the top 10% own more than 80% of the concentrated wealth. These four stark realities which coexist with each other in the same city shows you how they aren't just playing different levels of the game. At every single level, they're all playing entirely different games with different rules, different restrictions, running in parallel, often invisible to each other. And I spend a lot of time thinking about social mobility. I talk about opportunity, how to grab them, tailwinds. But this experiment has left me with a stark realization. Usually I'm very optimistic. I feel like it's necessary because if you don't have hope about a better future, how do you even build it? But this time, unfortunately, I realized that we want the world to be fair, so we pretend that it is. We want Arun to have a good life. We want Neeraj to be able to get his dream home and car. We want good people to get what they deserve. And we often assume that every action should have a morally fair consequence. But the reality is so complex and so far from it. It's actually a cognitive bias called just world fallacy. In reality, a lot of Aruns will never make it past their levels. And most Surajes and their children and great-grandchildren and great-great-grandchildren will only keep getting richer. We can go on and on about privilege and social reforms, policy, representation, wealth cap, but this is
Wealth cap. I think even though I'm poor, I think I'm against a wealth cap.
the on-ground reality of a lot of people in our country.
Interesting. Big thank you to those who shared their stories and brought this video to life. Very, very, very interesting. I thought she'd try to give more solutions, more answers at the end. Man, I don't know why I quit my corporate job to do YouTube. Honest lessons on money. Ooh, I wish I could live off of YouTube. I think I make around roughly the videos here on the Geoguessr Geo channel make around 3 USD to 5 USD per video on average. That's right. This video right here that you're watching, unless it gets copyright striked or copyright claimed or something, will make probably at most 5 USD. So, probably not even that. Probably even less. Interesting. Man, I don't know. I don't know. It's crazy to see there's similarities on the way the income disparity is in India to the income disparity here in the US, but it's at such a larger scale just because of how little money the lower level 1, right, it could correlates with the video level, how very little money level 1 makes in comparison to how here in the US someone that's impoverished like me would still be making a grandiose amount in comparison to that level 1 in India, right? So it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I don't know. I really don't know. Well, I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to read some comments now to see what others have to say because I love to read the comments. Oh, here we go. This person is super chatting 1,000 Indian rupees. It feels illegal to watch it free. It made me cry. My grandma and father started at level 0. Now I'm at level 4. I was proud, but now it's painful to look levels below. Thanks a lot. This guy is like, I'm I'm rich. I'm rich. Here's 1,000 rupees. I'm rich. That's funny. Level 4, you're making more in a day than Ardon does in a year. This hits hard. When I was in 12th grade, my father passed away from a heart attack. At the time, my sister was pursuing her engineering degree. One of my father's friends helped her continue her studies. I worked at a level 1 job for 2 years to support my family. After my sister got a job at TCS, she helped me pursue a degree. Looking back, it's difficult to think about those times, but I'm always grateful to my father's friend who supported my sister and to her for helping me build my career. I know it often feels impossible to escape a level 1 job, but a wealthy entrepreneur like Suraj could help people who are stuck in that position. Yeah, it's all about building connections, helping each other, right? But not in a communism sense. Love this. I now know level 1 and 2 is harder than level 3 to level 4. Most of us are super privileged to be born at level 2. Hmm. The way I focused on the entire video for 25 minutes straight without a single second of distraction, this has to be the most real thing I've watched so far. I want to come back to this video when I level up, bro. And here I am pausing every other, every 10, 15, 30 seconds. Oof. It was an interesting video. I enjoyed it. How long has this been? I've been recording for, according to this, 58 minutes, but by the time that this is at, the segment of the video, it's probably going to be like 40 minutes. Anybody who shows wealth and equality and plight of the poor has integrity and is worthy of admiration. YouTube kept putting this video at the top of my feed, like, you gotta see this now. And now I'm glad that I watched it. This shatters a lot conventional beliefs and shows the raw reality of different classes of Indians. Massive respect for Aevy TV team for producing this video. Yeah, that's what I thought as well. It really showed the raw reality, the dark reality of income inequality in India. The way I focus on this entire video, wait, did we not just read that? The way I focus on this entire video for 25 minutes straight without a single second of distraction, this has been the realest thing I've watched so far. Oh my god, bots? The way I focus on this entire video for 25 minutes straight has been the realest thing I've watched so far, and I want to come back from this video when I level up. I want to come back to this video when I level up. Bots? 100% botted. 100% botted. What? It's the same thing from two different people. Literally word for word, except this one has the smiley face. Weird. 5 years in corporate and I was stuck on level 1, so I quit and started farming back in my village. Don't earn a lot, but I'm living more peacefully. A more peaceful life. Damn, this is the peak level content on Indian YouTube right now. This deserves at least 10 million views. Never seen editing like this on infotainment video. The editing was very well done. 500 Indian rupees. This video was a reality pause I didn't know I needed. Hats off to the entire team for the awesome storytelling. Here's 200 Indian rupees. It feels illegal to watch a video for free. One of the best videos I've watched on the income parody on any platform. Irony is that it's insanely good video will not reach most level 1 players because English. Oof, yeah, true. What is this? 179 rupees. When 60% of the country barely survives off the next 30 to 35% of just muddled with anxiety, socioeconomic pressure, that's like 90-95% of the population under existential stress, makes you really think if we actually in the right direction and who is 90 to 95% of the entire society structural around. Thanks for the video. I'm sharing it to all my privilege denying friends. My privilege denying friends. Interesting. The kind of content you guys are making is totally something else. It's going to blow up the internets. Started from level 2, 1997, age 21. I moved to level 3 in 2007, moved to level 4 in 2020. I'm out of the game now and retired. Only way to move to the higher levels is to improve your skills and keep your expenses low. Don't follow the crowd. Think different. I left job 30 IPA in 2011. Started doing independent IT codes. Slogged for 10 years to retire. Yeah, he's like he said. Keep your expenses low. Like if I had a lot of money, I would not be going around buying a bunch of different cars and stuff. I wouldn't be like XQC and wearing a watch that's $1 million or whatever he keeps flaunting. 4,000 rupees, powerful video showcasing the massive inequality in our society through first-person game-like perspective was inspired. The concept research, storytelling, overall execution was exceptional. Well done, team. Well done. Look at everyone donating. 40 rupees, 200 rupees. Everyone's donating. Here's 100 rupees. Shocking reality. Video quality is another level. Felt like the content now on YouTube is dead and boring. Nothing useful, just brain rot. Then I stumbled upon this video, and it's one of the best YouTube videos I've ever seen. Beautifully done. This is the best video on YouTube. 40 rupees there. Much needed video, especially in a country like India. The quality and editing of the content is beyond 90% of YouTube. Too good and realistic. Dude, the video quality, the video editing was fantastic. I will admit to that. God level editing. As a Siraj, never felt so great about my name. If want to become like Siraj, go work for it and not cry for it, giving excuses. So true. By the way, I loved your way of presenting info. It is one of the best videos I've watched today. Just today. Not one of the best videos he's ever watched. Just one of the best videos he's watched today. Excellent video. I think the name are misplaced according to the level. I'm planning to start content creation. I had similar kind of idea for the first video. Hope I'll a good content like this. I'll know I'll need to modify a bit as this video is out now. Thanks so much for the video. This person wants to become a content creator. Is this the channel? You got nothing. I know they said they didn't have a video yet, but interesting. Okay.
When I was 9.
What was this? Why the no of likes are this less? Why the no of or the number of likes are this less? What are the likes? 69,000 likes, 585 dislikes. 1 million views. That's not too bad. Wow, what a video. Wow. Best engaging video. With a net worth of only 10 crore, only as in able to afford luxury cars. Getting luxury cars is not a good decision, but this is truly a well-edited and superb video. That's what I'm saying. I mean, his net worth was higher than 10 crore. But yeah. No, you don't want to buy a bunch of luxury cars. You just don't live in the system, you shape it. Shit went cold. Level 4 earns in India, spends mostly in foreign. True. Best level here is level 3 if you think logically and wisely. For level 3, it's quite exaggeration. It would be way better if they show how they got to that level. Pure craft, hats off to the team. Thanks for making many, including me, realize about themselves. The video editing is dope, speechless. It's a great work. Who in India earning 24 lakhs is buying Prime? Yeah, that's another thing. These video subscription sites are also a scam. Just pirate. There's plenty of ways to view that content for free. I'm just saying. Anyways. I like the video. I think we're going to go ahead and end this video now. The link to Aevy TV and this video specifically will be in the description down below. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, the whole YouTube shebang. You can recommend a video as well if you want. I might get to it. If it seems interesting, I'll add it to the list. If it seems super interesting, I'll probably watch it right away. But yeah, thank you for watching, everybody. Hope you all have a good one. Take care. Goodbye.